And the fact that she says that she will tell guys that she's born male, I respect that a ton, because trans people really think that they don't need to tell guys that. And that is the most sick, twisted, manipulative thing that you could possibly do.
Subscribe to this channel. In case you are watching this channel and you have not subscribed.
Wait, question for you. So you previously described yourself as a certified bad bitch.
24/7.
Do you
days off?
Do you like slay? Like you got mad bitches because you're a certified bad bitch. Do you got mad bitches?
No, I feel like I'm somewhat retired. What do you mean? Okay, wait. Let me finish before I answer.
Of course.
Of course. I'm sorry.
Do you get mad bitches?
As in like.
And by the way, who do you go for?
Guys or girls?
Guys, girls,
or
both.
I like boys. I like men.
Okay, you like men.
I'm actually, you know what? I'm gonna be honest. Because when I drink, like, I'm personally like, I don't like vagina, but like I'm down to play with some ass and titties. Like, that's fun.
All right.
That's why I asked Kiko.
Get it.
That's why I asked Kiko.
So
about your sexuality.
So is she a actual woman or is she a trans woman? I've seen so many clips of this on Twitter. I've been waiting for this podcast to pop up, but I've seen people say that she was a man before, but to me, she sounds like, well, her voice sounds like she's a woman. But then again, they have those fucking like therapy things where you can help your estrogen grow. I don't know. But I know that there's stuff you can take to make your voice get higher pitched, and then also you can do it yourself. But if y'all know if she's a trans or not, let me know. If it don't tell us.
I don't know. I kind of get the impression, like, I feel like you got game. So like, do you get mad bitches?
Honestly, yes. However, let me clarify something. I feel like the older that I'm getting, I'm washing them away. Why? Because I'm getting older. I want a man who loves me
23?
openly.
You're 23.
Yeah, I'm 23.
But like, honestly, of time to
this bitch coping.
Sow the wild oats.
Is
that how that goes?
Let's spill the tea real quick, okay? Like, let's spill the tea.
He said, I'm getting old. I gotta start settling down.
Way more different than theirs. I'm a trans girl. Like, men, honestly, like, it's so fucking rare that you ever even find a guy that's being like, let me take you out. Let's go see a movie. Let's go have dinner. No, they're just trying to fuck. I'm a fetish to like 98% of those guys.
Nah.
You know? So
all guys are just to the guys that are attracted to you.
My thing right now is like, okay, yeah, sexually I can probably have whatever the fucking guy I want to.
No.
But no, honestly, like I'm gonna be 100% honest. Like if I genuinely like that guy, or if I like, you know,
there's nothing godly about you.
Nothing godly about you.
Sorry. So like if I'm attracted to him sexually, like I've 95% of the time I'll get it. However, I'm getting to a certain age now, like a level of maturity, where it's like, okay, sex is just sex at this point. I want intimacy, and I want it outside of closed doors.
Yep. You want something that's not shallow and superficial. You want more than just sex.
Yeah, like
Yep.
Like I crave intimacy, like, and honestly, like that's something that I want long term, and I'm at a level of maturity. Like I said, I'm clearing the fucking roster. I don't give a if you're a fucking football player, if you know so and so person, if you know X, Y, and Z. Like I don't give a like
clearing the roster. What do you mean by that? Do you have confirm or deny?
Do you have blue checks in your DMs?
I don't doubt it. I really do believe that she has guys because, like she said, she is a fetish, and I'm assuming she's famous. And if not, if she wasn't before this podcast, which she had to have been since she's on the podcast, but if she wasn't before the podcast, she for sure is now. And there's no fucking way that dudes don't hit this bitch up. dudes are fucking well, I guess that's rude for me to say because everyone got their own taste, but dog, like, bruh.
Yeah.
You're just running through famous dudes?
I'm not gonna be like talking like, yeah, I have hundreds, but I have like a good amount.
But you said a roster, so like, what question for you? What's the most amount of people that you've dated
all at once?
All at once.
Like in rotation?
Sure. Same time, rotation, however.
Are we talking about dating or like fucking? Because how are you dating people in rotation? Or I guess you could cheat and date people. That's not in rotation.
Honestly, like 3.
In rotation.
Okay.
Yeah, no, like I'll have men. I'm like, okay, this one's annoying me. Like, okay, it's time to clear his ass and let's bench this person right there.
Do you meet men
It's like
through
March
dating
Madness
apps?
out here.
Honestly,
Imagine a dude saying that.
okay, so I did the dating app thing. Like I said, it was a full fetish. Like that's all it was. So I
Did you put
canceled
it on
that.
your? Sorry.
So how do they know that you're trans?
That's what I was gonna ask. Do you
So she is trans.
put it out
100%.
there?
I don't care how passable you are. I feel like you have to disclose.
Respect.
And this is why.
Yeah,
Very
I respect that. And honestly, everything that I'm just gonna keep calling her she. I know I don't want to get into all that, but I'm just gonna keep calling her she. I know she's at least been accountable with everything. Like she doesn't seem like she's that cocky about everything. Like, I think she's actually, well, other than the 98% shit, unless she just has some weird wild ass standards, or if she's only attracted to people that are attracted to her, then there's no fucking way. There's no way 98%, there's no way fucking 50% of guys would fuck her. Well, I don't know. I just know, me personally, I would touch that bitch with a pole. But she has been being honest. And she's a guy too. Oh, that means that some motherfucker got a dick. Bro, who in the... You mothers didn't raise your sons right. What in the fuck was y'all doing? Oh my god. Like I'm trying to be nice, but fucking shit, dude. But I mean, like I said, she is being humble to an extent, other than the 90% shit. And the fact that she says that she will tell guys that she's born male, I respect that a ton, because trans people really think that they don't need to tell guys that. And that is the most sick, twisted, manipulative thing that you could possibly do. It should be illegal, honestly. You are deceiving someone. And I'm always thinking about I'm always thinking about it from my terms, if I got tricked. But for the people, the public need to think about, what if it was a girl that got tricked? What if it was a lesbian girl that ended up sleeping with a guy, or let a guy eat her pussy, and then it's like, then is that grape if it's a girl that's it's being done to? Because I know people don't give a fuck if a guy gets tricked. But that people have to care if a girl gets tricked.
There, especially like, ding. Like there's like, okay, let's say I go out on a guy and and honestly, I'm gonna talk about this right now. At my job.
Do it. Let's go.
No, at my job, I had an experience with an old coworker. I'm not gonna say what my real job is.
Say his full name.
No.
What's his social?
I'm not gonna say his name. But I got offended because, long story short, he basically said that if he went on like a date with a trans girl and he didn't know that she was trans, and she is like a baddie, like I'm talking ass, titties, like operating, you couldn't even fucking tell. Like, this is the baddest bitch. And he found out that she was trans. He said that he would feel the need to bring out his
Oh,
exactly.
What?
So it's a safety issue.
It's a safety issue.
Bring out his what? I'm not. I guess they bleeped it, but I mean, no shit, it's a safety issue. You are tricking somebody in a very vulnerable state. Of course, it's gonna be a safety issue. I hate whenever trans people act like that's just fucking like, what in the fuck? Like, no, that should be common sense. You are tricking somebody to have sex with the opposite gender when you know people don't. When you know majority of people aren't attracted to that. It's beyond crazy to me that they genuinely are like shocked that that's possible. What the fuck? Like, it should be common sense.
Like, it doesn't matter what you are. Like, I feel like you can be the most cuntiest, like, fucking bad bitchery, like, passable girl. I feel like you have to disclose. And I get it. Some girls, like, it kind of comes to a pride thing, too, with trans girls. It's like, well, I worked so hard to get to my womanhood and blah, 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 blah. I get that, and I fully respect it. Like,
it's not a pride thing. You're ashamed. You're ashamed and you're scared that you might get rejected. You are not. It is not a pride thing. I mean, maybe. But I just don't see it being that. I just see it being, y'all are scared of rejection. You finally found someone that you like and you don't want to lose it. It's a pretty typical feeling to want to feel like you need to act a certain way or to pretend to be a certain way so you don't lose someone that you're attracted to, even though it's not smart. But it's a typical feeling. And I think that's why trans women or trans men lie about the shit. I don't think it has anything, if much, to do with pride.
Whatever you want to be still. But when it comes to a man, and especially in dating, and this, like I said, this is my opinion. And like, if any other like trans
into
girls
the
are
mic,
watching,
into the mic.
A little
or if
closer
any
to the
other
mic.
trans girls are watching, any of the dolls are watching, hit my DMs because, and if I'm saying something that's misinforming, educate me because I'm totally open to that. But
They just, man, they can't even speak freely, because if they say something, then their community will attack them for not knowing something, or for believing that this is a certain way. Like, that community has to suck, dog. It's a cult. You literally can't even speak about it without having to give a disclaimer about, please don't attack me. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm not informed. Please just contact me nicely. Like, that's just, I would hate to be a part of something like that.
I feel like when you're one of the dolls, you have to disclose when it comes to dating, because this is how there's things like violence, you know, X, Y, and Z. This is how trans girls like end up in sticky situations 9 times out of 10 because they don't disclose.
Got it.
However,
Absolutely agree.
X, Y, and Z,
However,
particularly
I
X
will-
and Y.
I
Got
will
it.
say that. However, I will say though that being in the social scene, I can walk into a bar and I'm the most confident bitch ever. A man will still go out of his way, and these are the ones that I'm talking about that are like little closets or whatever you want to call them. Be like, tranny.
I agree.
Like,
I've heard the same thing
Yeah.
from some of my friends. They're like,
But
if I
guess
found out,
what?
because I went to Thailand and they're like, bro, like the lady boys, whatever. I didn't do anything.
No,
Yeah.
I mean,
But they're like, if I
technically-
found out that, because a lot of them are really believable. Like they get their
No, they're
Adam's apple
gorgeous.
shaved down.
Man, I've been tricked, not sexually. I should have said that first. But I've been tricked to call trans people cute. I thought Nikita Dragon was a fucking woman forever. Until my girl told me that she was trans. Blew my fucking mind. And I got a clip of where I called, I don't know what her name is. She was on Joe Rogan, where I thought this bitch was cute. I'll put a clip up right now.
I think your sex is a medical issue. It's just kind of a state of
She's
being
fine.
that, and it might be important to certain situations. Like if I go to a doctor's office, I always find that it's very important for me to tell them that I'm male to female transsexual, because there's going to be certain things that they need to maybe screen me for my health or look out for that are specifically to biological males. And those are things that, yeah, I can change a lot of that, but not all of it.
But at least that is like patient.
And those are they need to maybe screen me for, tell them that I'm male to female transsexual. Like if it's just kind of a state
A trans
of being
man?
that,
That's a
and it might
trans
be-
man?
I think
That's
your
a
sex
trans
is a
man?
medical issue. It's just kind of a state of being that, and it might be important to certain situations. Office, I always find that it's very important for me to tell them that I'm male to female transsexual, because there's going to be certain things that they need to maybe screen me for my health or look out for that are specifically to biological males. And those are things that, yeah, I can change a lot of that, but not all of it.
But at least that is like patient.
They got me.
Patient physician relationship
Fuck it. Fuck it. Y'all got my first L.
and
No one's getting assaulted.
But yeah, that bitch tricked the fuck out of me, man.
Like they get everything done. And I've heard the same thing from like a couple of my friends. They're like, yeah, I'm sweating if I find out that.
You have no one to dress like that. That's common sense. I mean, obviously, violence is never the answer. But in that moment, what else is gonna be logical to you? You just felt like you got taken advantage of sexually. And I know that happens a lot, and it's okay whenever a woman kills a man for it. But if a man kills a man for it, or a man kills a woman for it, then all hell breaks loose. Like it's wrong. And you, like I said, violence is never the answer. But what in the fuck else do you expect someone to do after they just got taken advantage of like that? And I don't really know how a guy can get tricked unless it's just like dark and they do anal, or maybe that he just gets bopped, or I don't know. Maybe it was just like on the ride home and there was like kissy and feely and touching and shit. Like you're still being taken advantage of sexually, even if you aren't actually performing the act of sex. I don't know. I just know that, like I said, it's not justified, but it's understandable. It's understandable as fuck to want to be violent after being taken advantage of sexually. But that was the end of that video. Please leave a like. If you got anything to say about the video, let me know down below. You know, I read every single comment. And if you fuck with your boy, will y'all please give me a subscription. With that said, deuces.
I'll risk it all for the gang. Slide through traffic with this little smack stick. Niggas always talk tough, but they won't clap shit. Bad bitch to you niggas, but we treat her average. If she ain't talking chicken, we gon' give it back quick. She in love with the drip and she all on my dick. But the bitch only cute, I can't go for that shit. You niggas is sad and don't care about no bag. Just worry about about facials and titties and ass. That can't be me. I got see my niggas eat. We got